Hey everybody, welcome to Dirtycakes Live at 5 here on Friday. Today we got the Muslims on the show. I don't know if you know about the Muslims, but you sure as fuck better. We're playing actually a little bit of I've been jamming this all day. We're going to talk to them about it. It's called Fuck the System. I think off the record, gentrified chicken, so that's exciting. And they're jumping in right here. So anyway, the Muslims excited to have and it's super exciting. And thank you to everybody for doing this. This is now our fourth show. Last week we had last show we had Dave Catching. Hey, how you doing?
What's going on?
Not much. I was bumping a little bit of Fuck the System. I caught it today on my Spotify, and I was like, oh shit, okay, like I get the joke, and I think it's fucking rad. Like, well fucking done. Like, I love a little bit of wordplay, and when it's backed by a fucking righteous bass riff, like I'm all about it. Yeah, we're getting you. There seems to be a little bit of something. We're getting it in. Hold on a second. There we go. Can you see it now? I can see you. There we go. There you go. Okay. Right to the top. I was just saying. Oh shit. Connection issue again. Oh, here we go.
I can
We
see you.
live?
I can
Okay,
see
we're
you
good.
good. Yeah.
I think we're good.
Let's fucking do it.
I can see you good.
All
Awesome.
right.
So yeah, I was just saying. I came up on my Spotify today while I was driving around, and like I had to go to the bank for some shit, and like I just loved it. Like I mean, I'm a sucker for a righteous like bass lick. Like we got a lot of those, and it's like that gets people in. But when you also
Right.
have like an awesome bit of like wordplay and some dope shit, like it didn't catch it until I saw the name of the song. I was like, okay, I get it. I was like, it took me a second, and then like the second verse hit, and I was like, oh shit. Oh,
You're like,
oh boy.
wow, these bitches are poets. Okay. Okay.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Also, our bassist Abu Shea is just fucking disgusting on that instrument.
Oh yeah.
Just so gross. It's beautiful.
No, I love it. I love it. I think that, I think a lot of people look, I see so many bands that look at like the bass player is just the thing that makes the guitar sound thick. And it's like,
Right.
that is just not what you should be doing. Like in
No.
my band,
No.
I'll be honest, in Dirtycakes, like the bass is the lead instrument. Like, I mean, I have fuzz guitar and the bass and the drummer are the ones fucking, Becky, our drummer, and then Rick, who was the lead guitar player in the English Beat for like 12 years. Like,
Right.
let that guy fucking shred all day. And
Right.
then,
Right.
you know what I mean?
Right.
Like,
I feel like in our band, the drums are definitely the lead instrument. Farah is just all the time, just like it's I
pop,
love it.
pop. Oh, it's
Just
so,
everywhere.
so good. I love it. I love it. And you can tell that, like, how much fun it is. Because, like, I haven't ever gotten to see you guys live, but I have a bunch of friends that have. And I was all like, I was reaching out, and then my inbox just, like, blew up with all these people. Like, radio folks from, like, San Francisco, and, like, some of my friends from the East Coast, and,
Right.
like, friends from, like, the New York area, and Baltimore, and Chicago.
Yeah.
Whatever it's worth, people are knowing what you're doing.
Well, that's fucking fun. That's great.
Right?
You know? I mean, I feel like the best part of music is when you can catch it live and just see how ruckus the band is. We just have such a kick-ass time with each other. We just like trash talk and clown, and we just vibe so well. I feel like that's what makes it really.
Oh, I love it. We do the same thing. I'll tell you, like, one of my favorite stories about that, for instance, is like, we were playing this club in Long Beach,
Yeah.
and like we had a guy filming it, right? And there was some monitor issue or something, and we
Right.
started playing cranked way too fucking loud into the drum monitor, right? And so Becky, our drummer, like literally stops about 30 seconds in. Now, mind you, we're filming in like a big room, right?
Right.
He stops the song midway, throws her fucking sticks down, is like, fuck you. She gets up, she turns around the monitor and just faces at me and be like, that's what you fucking sound like. I'm gonna get back behind you. I don't need your shit. This is how I'm filming this, right? Get it? Like, blades into me. And like the only response is like, oh my God, I love you. Yeah, let's start the song off. Count it off. Like, you take us there. Like, she don't take no shit. And I think that, like,
That's the best
like,
fucking way.
that's the best fucking way.
That's the best fucking
Absolutely.
way,
Like,
man. Shows just like, yeah, the shows make it live. One of our favorites was when we were touring, I want to say it was like fall last year. And then coming out of Asheville, we like picked up, I just made a post about it, so I've been thinking about it. We picked up this like unicorn pinata on our way out of Asheville,
Of
playing this
course.
show out in Atlanta. And we were like, yo, we're going to bust this shit out like in one of these songs. And the whole thing was like, all right, sat it on the floor in front of us. And we're like, all right, y'all, we're going to play the song Shirt Jerk, which is just like fast, loud, heavy. And then like right when the song gets like amp, I just like kicked it out into the audience. And I was like, the only goal is to absolutely demolish this unicorn before the song is done. And it's like a 1 minute song. So it was just
Yeah.
like unicorn pieces. At some point, I got hit with like the leg of one of the unicorns, just like mosh, absolutely destroyed. It just makes it fucking fun. I should have put candy in it. Was there? Oh, there was candy in it. See, we're fucking nice to people.
You gotta have candy. You know, we just did a show. The last show we did before COVID shut down, we played here at a club in LA called the Satellite,
Yeah.
which actually we are now the last band to play at the Satellite because they had to shut down.
Oh shit.
And
Right.
we did that too. Yeah, we brought out. Yeah, they shut down, which is so fucking sad. But we actually recorded the show, so we're we
Yeah.
had full show and like close mic on everything. So we're releasing a live album of like the last night at the Satellite. It was our record release party.
Yes.
And,
Also, we gotta figure out how to like save music venues, man. There's just gonna be so many that are going under.
Oh, absolutely. I was talking with the first one of these that we did. I was with this. I was talking to this girl X-Teen from a band called X-Teen and the Reckless Hearts. She was also in Barbed Wire Dolls, and she was talking about getting like these live feeds from shows. You know, like close miking things and get it set up, and then trying to get like a system set up for everybody. I mean,
Right.
and I've seen some people play the stage, but I mean, I don't. I'll speak for me and ask you the question. Like,
Yeah.
one of the biggest things, like, I mean, you can always live stream the show. Like, and I remember there used to be this channel on TV that like only played live concerts all the time. I forgot what the fuck it was called, but it was rad, right? And it
Right.
used to live, but there was an audience. So like when you finish a song, or like when you're in the middle of the song and there's like no fucking feedback, like we have songs like we have this song like Resist 45, and like for instance when we did it at the Satellite, I brought out the Trump pinata, right? I mean the hands were a little small.
Yes, dude.
Like,
Trump pinatas.
that was fucking
Anyways,
rad.
keep going, keep going.
The Trumps were a little, the hands were a little big to scale, right? But like,
right. It was
loaded
close. It was too complimenting, but
Yeah,
you guys got to destroy it, all right?
So we loaded it with like condoms and like with candies and chocolates and shit, and like threw it out in the crowd, and it like demolished. And there's like a pit going around, people like taking a leg and all. But not having that energy when you're on stage playing to people, to like just like a camera where you have to supply all of it. I mean,
bro,
I'll tell you, and I've seen this with you guys too, where like it's not just like you're not just the front of it, and the other people are like the people in the out focus crowd, right? Like you're all doing it, you know what I mean?
We're all in it. It's an experience. Like I'll be honest, man. Like, well, one, we're social distancing from each other and whatnot right now, so it's even harder. But like, we've got invites to play live, like these like live stream shows. I'm just really not fucking about that life. I've done a couple, and yeah, it's like people are like, there's no response, there's no engagement, like people are on mute, or like it's just, I can't do it. I'd have to be like absolutely hammered and kind of like playing / in the chat box, just like bullshitting and talking, like, because it's about being able to connect with people. The live stream shit, it's just not for me, bro.
No, I hear you. I did one live stream thing, and it was like 2 weeks after the Satellite closed. We did this special like 6 bands at 6 o'clock for 6 days in a row. So we had like our 6 fun thing. And it was like no amps, no mics, no nothing, right? So it was basically everybody did this like stripped down fucking set, and like we also know this band Ramonda Hammer, but Devin in it, and Spare Parts of Broken Hearts, and we were the headliner. We were the last band, and I ended up like, it was so bizarre to play, like, because you're just so used to that feedback. And I mean, I ended up doing like 6 songs. We didn't even really play. I didn't even really do any of ours because I don't want to have like this version of our song that doesn't have that like if it doesn't have Becky on the drums, that's not really it. Like there's a couple of them where I could play them on the acoustic guitar and like it works.
Right.
Like I think I did Paranoid.
But also like I really like the heckling, you know? I really like shit. I like shit talking the audience. I like when they're shit talking back to us. Like I'm here for that. Like we have some of like our NYC, like our some of our NYC band fam, like from Maafa Hardcore. Shout out to Maafa. Shout out to Winterwolf. Shout out to Rebelmatic. Shout out 1865 band. Like these folks, when they come out to these shows, like they just like literally jump on stage, jamming it with us. It is just hype as shit. And it's hard to go from like really lit energy, really engaged to like, okay, now I'm what? In my motherfucking bedroom? I'm gonna
Yeah,
like play some hardcore shit? Like, no. Maybe I'll do some like acapella sad shit. Like that
that's what,
feels emotionally accurate.
yeah. I played some like half speed, like Sabbath, which was some weird. Yeah, so I played Paranoid, but
First of all, can you send the link or nah? Does
oh
this
yeah, no,
exist?
I got the link
Okay.
of the live. Absolutely,
All
I'll
right,
send
bet.
it.
Bet.
I think I also did 13 by Big Star because like why the fuck not? Like we're so high energy. So I
Right.
played Donna's love song from that '70s show because go fuck yourself.
Yes.
That's ass.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like
Right.
like heart.
Who knows? I feel like coming out of COVID, like there's just gonna be so many bands, and probably us. We're just gonna have, we might just like have a couple of these really like dark, kind of slow, ballady ass songs because like
Yeah.
what the fuck else? That's what this moment feels like right
Yeah,
now.
like when
So
Rollins with the black flag and they got all dirty for a second and it's just like
yes. Yeah.
like get real low and shit, you know? Yeah.
Just
Oh,
real sad shit, calling out people that don't wear masks. Just all the fucking things.
I
Who
love
knows?
it. I love it. That's what it's all about. Yeah,
That's right.
and so yeah, that live shit. Like I'm on board with you. And the weird thing is too, like we've been asked to do a lot of like charity stuff, you know,
Right.
which I'm totally down. And like I mean, we've been doing on these shows. Like this month, we've raised several hundred or a couple $1,000s for ACLU. So several hundred.
Fuck yeah.
Per each live, right?
Right.
Fucking rad. And we do a lot of this stuff, right? And I'll even get on the point where I'm like confronting, like I've been doing interviews with like people that aren't necessarily of our mindset, like some alt-right radio shit. And like I use that alt-right radio shit as ACLU.
That's fucking brave.
Well, you got to. And by the way, my background, like before I moved to LA, I was
Right.
Sirius XM political talk radio host. So I was on the
Okay.
air.
Hell yes.
So I know how to like work it a little bit, as it were.
That's a skill,
And
bro. That's a skill.
It's what you got to do, right? And so
I apologize for the hand gesture. I realize what happened.
it's
In the context of this conversation, listen, okay, whoever's viewing, I am not a white supremacist. Just so we're clear.
I mean, hey, look, hit the proviso on it, but for what it's worth, I feel like you get a pass on it.
Right. I want to also still use it as like, okay, bro. People like, whoa, shit.
Yeah, like, all right, absolutely.
Right.
For me,
like, whoa. Why can't this just mean like chef's kiss?
Right.
You know, I just want to like, I want to take, reclaim, and bastardize all their shit. Like whatever they use, I'm like, oh, bro, let's take all that stuff. Have you seen
100%.
these memes going around of? Right. There's these memes that have been going around of like the whatever the fuck is the Blue Lives Matter. It's like the American flag with just the one blue, and folks are like, hey, if you see a comrade out there who hasn't finished filling in their pride flag, go ahead and do them a favor and fill in all the rest of the colors.
Oh yeah. Got the other.
So
right.
So I think I'm about to roll. You see what I'm saying? So actually, I'm just gonna start doing a service to the people and help them fill in their flags.
I love it. I've been taking the approach of, because we've been getting a lot of haters, like, because when this whole thing with the George Floyd and the protest started, we basically stopped promoting ourselves because there was no shows, and we started using our social media feed as a way of like getting news out, right?
Right.
And like we've been getting, I've gotten messages from like people all over the country. Like I was talking to this Dave Catching on Wednesday.
Right.
That episode, by the way, if you haven't seen Dave Catching, that was a lot of fucking fun. But like, there's this 17-year-old girl from Indiana who's in this like alt-right, like super crazy right home, right? And she's lesbian, and like she has no way of like she's basically wrong for existing just by breathing, which is fucking stupid. And so she gets to feel this like comfort of being in the comment section. And I see all these people that are coming back at us that are like,
yeah.
blah, 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 fucking this, that, and the other thing. And like, bring God back in the classroom. I'm like, yeah, let's bring all the gods back into the classroom. Not just
all
yours,
the
but,
gods, bro. all the gods,
Fucking
okay?
I want
Water
fucking
gods, fucking sun gods, all right?
Yeah.
All the
All
gods, okay?
Neptune, you know what I'm saying? Like everybody.
Everybody.
Yeah.
All the things. Fertility
All,
gods, bring
all
them
the,
all in. Teach the
yeah,
kids all about, okay? All about that. So,
yeah,
that's what we
absolutely.
deserve.
Not Yahweh, but we got to get all of them.
That's
Everybody.
right.
Otherwise,
That's
what,
right.
respectful to you know, like to the sun god. He comes up every fucking day to light up the whole planet.
That's right. If you're going to worship anybody, you're going to worship the sun god. You're out of your mind.
Like, yeah,
There should be like,
right
you
there.
know what? If there's like a new religion that pops off that is just like all about, like, just super intersectional, all about all the identities, pro black, pro queer, pro ho, pro trans, and they're like, our gods are actually the elements of earth, bro, sign me up. Sign me up.
Some
Okay?
like elemental version of a Unitarian, but not even with like a Bible.
That's right. Indoctrinate me. I'm here for that. I'll worship like
Love it.
Earth,
Like,
the wind. Hit us with those avatar gods. You know what I mean? Yeah.
I love it. I love it. Like, hey, this is a stone. It's my God. I hope you dig it.
Right. Okay. So
There's
respect it.
God.
If you want me to respect your religion, respect mine.
Yeah, mine's been around for longer than yours. We
okay.
win.
It's right here. Show where the fuck is yours, bro? Like, that's what I want. How about your God meets my God in the parking lot at 3:00, and we'll see who fucking wins. That's who I'm worshiping. So,
like, yeah, so this other thing was like, we know that people that are gay exist.
wait, whoa. I don't agree with that, but go ahead.
Okay. Well, I'm sorry. I have an alternative. People that are gay exist. So I don't necessarily know that your God exists. So do we really have to harm everybody else just so that your God that may or may not exist, who's completely built on Mithra from before that? Because I saw the fucking, you know, the movie back in 2000 with like the I don't know, what was it called? Fucking, I forgot what it was. It came out in like 2003 with all the conspiracy theories.
Right.
But like, oh yeah, like we gotta get.
Like,
I love it.
we could see these people. Like, when can we actually go ahead and just name your book for what it is, which is fan fiction? Okay, it's fucking fan fiction. You're into anime. Don't lie to us.
I've loved it. I've always called it, like, I'm a bit of a nerd, so like I consider it like Star Wars, and then, you know, Empire Strikes Back, and then like the Book of Mormon is Return of the Jedi, because it comes back. You know
what? I want to see. These are the think pieces we need, bro. These are the think pieces we need. We're like, here's how we're gonna break it down and show you, fucking movie for movie, book for book. Okay, these are actually nerds. These are just nerds out here geeking out on their favorite fucking folklore. Let's name it. So
I love it. Absolutely. So, what have you been doing in NYC? Like, we're in LA, so like,
I'm in North Carolina.
What's that?
We're in North Carolina.
Oh, you're in North Carolina. Okay, so what have you been doing in North Carolina? I guess you got a bit more land there than you would have in NYC.
Right. / we're not in the fucking armpit that is Corona breakout. Look, hella love and solidarity to all our fam in New York, and also, holy shit, bro. And it's not y'all's fault. We all know whose fault it is.
Doesn't that fucking Gestapo over there?
Bro, I was speaking to actually this dope homie who works with Black Rock Coalition, who lives in Corona, New York, and was like, we have the highest fucking outbreaks, pun intended. I was like, yo, that is bananas. I mean, but also North Carolina's been bugging the fuck out as well, like getting high cases. What I've been doing, I mean, this is a big part of what I've been doing. You know, I've been doing gardening, like every homo and leftist out here. People are like, oh, okay, well, cool. I live in this house, you know, just like looking at more dirt that I haven't been looking at usually, that I'm like, well, I guess I have time to go ahead and vacuum that corner. Like, there's just, more maintenance-y things, hella yard work, which has been fucking therapeutic. Smashing out on the drums. I've been doing a lot. I play guitar in the band, but I've been just like, the best rage outlet. First of all, highly recommend best rage outlet, drumming. Even if you don't know what the fuck you're doing, just that thrashing is so good. So, you know, I've been doing a lot of that.
and about the drums. There are very few things in the world where even children are encouraged to hit things. Right? It's like
Yes.
taekwondo, boxing, drummer. And one of those is like something you can do into your adulthood. And
The
people are
only
like, oh,
things you should ever slap the shit out of is inanimate objects, drums, and Nazis. Slap the shit out of your favorite local Nazi. Find them. Stalk them out.
totally. And I love how you consider drums to not be an inanimate object. They have a soul.
They have a soul.
Absolutely.
You know what?
Like,
we're going to bring drums out to this 3 p.m. fight after school, and if drums win, we worship the drums.
I love it. I'm down. We're going out. It's going to be by the swing set, you know, on the far side of the fucking thing. You know what I'm saying?
You know where the fucking fights go down, bro. Bring your God. We'll bring our rocks and our drums, and we'll see who the fuck wins. So
I love it. What it's worth, I feel like the rocks and the drums are going to win. Like,
I mean,
it's going to do a lot.
I can predict the future, but I'm not going to say I disagree with you because I agree with you.
I like that mentality.
I agree with you, bro.
Yeah, so like something, you know, as a band, we were talking about it too, like these shows and stuff, and canceling shows, like how much of an impact has that had on you guys? Were you in the mode of like getting another record together, but you like just did one, or is it like touring in support of that? Because I think, well, you had something coming out like April, right? Like,
yeah, well, you know, as you know, queer Muslims and shit, and you know, we really like to create new traditions. I'm a big fan of creating new traditions. Culture lives and breathes with people. So one of the less meaningful but super meaningful traditions we have is always dropping an album on April Fool's Day. We just always drop an album. So when like COVID popped off, we were already like already recording, we were starting to mix shit, whatever. And you know, there was a debate about whether or not we would like maybe pause and blah blah blah. And then of course, you know, I'm a Virgo, so I was like, bros, hell no, we're dropping the fuck out of this album. And then we actually ended up dropping 2 albums. So now we've put out 4 albums in like the 3 years we've been a band, which is just fun. You know, our shit is just like, we just want to have fun. We just want to like put out whatever the fuck we want to put out, put it as much as we want to put out, just have all the fucking fun. So our timeline is another album wouldn't be coming until April 1st of next year. Anyways, the shit that was coming up on the horizon, we're still going to be doing is we crowdsourced content from our fans to put together a music video for Blame It on Muhammad, which is our first track off of this new Gentrified Chicken. So that's what we've been working on. So that's the only thing on the horizon. There's still, I mean, all the shit that was planned, you know, all those things have been fucking canceled. One of the ones we were most excited about was playing Punk Blackfest, folks out of Atlanta who have been doing such kick-ass work. Shout out to Punk Black. That is our fam. So we were really sad about that one. We had some other stuff. There was like this thing at Duke, you know, whatever. But I mean, we've still got some like fall shows on the books, but those might be canceled too. So in the meantime, we're just going to keep, you know, keep drinking.
I hear you. Yeah. We went out to Rancho de la Luna in October and recorded like the majority of a record with our idea that we were going to go back one more time to finish something off, right? And in that time, like some big heavy, and we won't name the names, but like somebody who's more friends with that guy than with us, right? And,
assholes. Just kidding. Go ahead.
May or may not have been, you know, in a band called Caius or whatever back in the day. But anyway, we got big
Talk
time.
shit, dude. Talk shit on Facebook Live, bro. This is the shit I'm here for. Talk shit. Name names. Tag those. If anybody knows who he's talking about, tag their ass right now in the chat. Anyways, go ahead.
Yeah, no. So we weren't able to do it, and we were going to go back in April, right after our show. Like, we were doing a record release for our live record.
Right.
We recorded House of Machines. We did this live record with Mike Watt for our drummer's birthday last year. And we release that and then go back out to the desert and just finish it. And it had been kind of in holding and then just like shut down. You know what I mean?
Right.
And like,
well, y'all just dropped a thing. Y'all just dropped a photograph.
Yeah,
video,
we did.
Right?
Hey, like this, like
bars. I haven't watched the whole thing, but I'm gonna check it out.
All right, nice. Yeah, I woke up to my bass player be like, "Hey, it's out there now," and I'm like, Okay. I didn't know we had album art, but right on. Cool. Like, apparently he just did some
Did
shit
you
up.
wake up at 1 p.m.? Don't lie, dude.
No, it was, I guess it went out at like 8:30 or something. And so then I had to like scramble to get this music video up and shit. And
Right.
so that just dropped. Awesome. And you know, we've been really focusing on this thing. Like, I don't really know how much I believe in like the full album anymore. Of
Right.
just like when things, because like, look, I mean, I want, like, I feel like the record company's basically coming full circle. Like, okay, back in like the 50s or whatever, right? Like, you'd have like all these bands would come out, you know, whether they were doo-wop bands or rock
Right.
acts or whatever. They would play, the tour would be like 8 or 9 bands all playing like 2 or 3 songs, and it was like
Right.
2 hours. They sat in their seat and watched the show, right?
Right.
But like, if you had a hit, you had a hit. That was it. And then like,
Right.
full records were just a compilation of all the singles. Like the first Beatles record, the first Elvis record, just a compilation of the best hits, which is
Right.
why they're early. Like when you listen to that, like Meet the Beatles, it's slamming because it was the best fucking shit for like 2 years, right?
Right.
So really, we're focusing more on now. I'm thinking that like maybe what we need to do, because like I'm seeing who's really popping off is like all these like alt rappers that are like getting guitars like semi
Right.
popping all. So I'm thinking like for the record that we're releasing now of just basically trying to do like drop a single like every month and see like how many months if I drop a single and that if I drop like the music video and then the single comes out like a week later, 2 weeks later, and then another video and then another, like every couple of weeks there's something new. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
Like
I mean, that
allows,
sounds strategic as hell.
because
Do
like
it.
here's the
We're not that nice. I'm gonna say that right now. We're not that nice to our fans, all right? We're not just gonna we're not just gonna show you ankle all the time, show you a little bit of cleavage, give you a little bit of this, give you a little bit of that. You're gonna have to wait for the full fucking show, okay? We're not that nice. We love them, but we hate our fans.
just like I'm playing the shows for no people, right? Like when it's 3 months, 5 months, 6 months after you release the record, like yeah, you're stoked on it, but you're already knee deep in that next shit, right? Like you gotta fake the funk when you're trying to tell people, oh, track 7, that's where like I mean I don't care anymore. I'm on to the next thing. Like I mean every release I give a shit about, you know? But like it's hard for me to care. Like the thing I'm most excited about, the best thing we've done is the thing I'm working on right now. You know what I'm saying? Like
hell yeah. I mean, but that's like the artist you know, I mean biggest plus, but also like the artist's biggest problem, right? We're just like we're fucking ADHD when it comes to our work. We're like, hell yeah, this thing. And you put it out and you're like, cool. I don't know about that anymore. But this new fucking thing I'm working on. It's just like this is it's so real.
So I'm hoping for that like regular dopamine hit, right? Just like constantly just re-upping on that hit every couple of weeks, every month, you know, just sticking to it. And then like one of the issues that we had, the reason we finally as a band were able to come on to this determination, because I try to steer the shit, but it's also a fucking community, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it's like no one person's gonna get their shit across unless like we do say like if one person's gonna fucking start a fight with everybody else about it, then like look, it's clearly more important to them than it is to anybody else to just get it done.
Right.
But like we got this song Resist, right? And we shot a video for it and we have everything, and like if we had to wait for the end of this lockdown to finish the record, to release that track, it might not even be fucking relevant, much less be able to be like this like anthem for like doing what the fuck it's supposed to do anyway. Like as trying to like tell people what the fuck is going on and motivate mothers and give somebody like at least like that rage that you have and that anger and that alien and whatever else, so, like put some words and a vibe to it so like you can put some shit on it.
Right. I mean, it's actually like it's fucked up because one song that I've been playing around with, of course, is like a song related to this pandemic, and I'm like, will this be relevant next year, April 1st? Unfortunately, it fucking will. You know, because also it's like most of the shit we're talking about is like kind of like bigger picture political shit. You know what I mean? So, and I'm like, you know, if it's not relevant to y'all, it's relevant to me. So fuck you.
Yeah. It's about being honest, right? It's like
right.
I would say like the the crux of like the punk rock ethos, right? And it's evolved since I was a kid. Like when I was a kid, it's just like fuck you, and it's like like Rage Against the Machine, fuck you. I want you to come. It's like I'm not taking out the trash, fuck you. You know, but like now it's like
right.
I understand it's a bit bigger than you know maybe.
Right. This fuck you is very nuanced. Can you elaborate?
Yeah, nuanced fuck you. But like, I've grown to really appreciate it as like honesty and community. You know what I'm saying? So like
right.
I feel like that's really kind of like where it's pushing forward. So with that in mind, like trying to always have that be like the driving force, and like the honest truth is, I mean, especially with this like COVID thing, or the you know, it's just like even if everything goes against all odds and we have somebody else in there, like we're not even talking till fucking February before there's a plan put in place.
Right. Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And also, listen, right?
What's that?
And also, our options are shit right now. So that's just the real thing. I'm like, who fucking knows what that plan's gonna look like?
Yeah, who the fuck knows?
Who fucking knows if the motherfucker who's even proposing the plan knows what the plan looks like?
Yeah, I don't think they do. Fuck. Like, I mean, you know, for what it's worth, like I was like I was wearing this like Bernie Sanders People's Champion, like heavy metal slash professional wrestling style T-shirt that somebody made that I bought on Etsy, and I was just like, that's fucking dope. So I wore it to the last show.
Yes.
So that kind of where like you know it's like the fucking everything, right?
Yes.
So but I was wearing on stage. You know what I mean? It's like
well, wow. So you're a Bernie bro. Wow, way to out yourself, leftists.
Absolutely.
Commies.
But yeah, I have no fucking clue with what's going on. I mean, it's scary, and I don't want to get too much into it because then we're just like talking shit to each other in an echo chamber where we understand what's happening.
Right.
And everybody can do it.
Yo, somebody named Forrest Fag Punks just joined, and I just want to say,
whoa,
okay, not white supremacist hand, but chef's kiss hand.
I'm gonna hit a wave to Forrest Fag Punks. That's fucking dope.
Yes.
Band. I'm not gonna be able to see all this stuff.
And I hope this band is actually full of faggots and it's not just like cis white dudes doing a thing, you know?
I mean, yeah, but please, can it be like Pansy Division? Because it's fucking rad.
Yes!
Oh,
anyway, sorry. Go ahead, you were saying.
Have you seen, by the way, the guy from Pansy Division has a band called Mary, and it's like heavy metal?
No.
Oh, yeah, we played a show with them at this Leather Daddy bar called Eagle. I mean, there's Eagles all over the place, but there's Eagle spot.
Yeah.
And fucking epic. Like, they're my favorite song from them is this song called Faggot with a Gun. And he's just like, fuck you. Like, pacing around this mother shooting them because they're talking shit about him. I'm like, oh my God, this is amazing.
It's one of my favorite things to, like, say stuff like that, like faggot in front of, like, straight people, because it was like, oh, am I supposed to enjoy this? Can I not? Can I laugh? Can I cheer to this? Like, I hope you have an entire identity crisis about the shit we say. That's what I want. Have a crisis on us.
I love it. Like, you should challenge people to that shit, because, like, I grew up in, like, an upper middle class, suburban, military family, white kid, you know, all like, I learned early on I was the fucking problem. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I didn't say shit. And it was funny, like maybe season 4 of Drag Race, I tweeted at RuPaul when I was still a radio personality. And I was like, yo, how should I handle this situation?
Right.
And he tweeted back. Fucking Ru tweeted me back and putting me on blast. I got like 6,000 followers on Twitter, like that. And he's like, look, if there ain't no hate in your heart, you can say whatever the fuck you want. Because you know who you are. And if you hurt somebody else, own that shit. And I'm like, all right. If I upset somebody, even if it's not my intention, if somebody took what I said the wrong fucking way and it upset them, I can own that something I did upset somebody and I can try to make that right.
Right.
But I
will say that I don't think that anybody could just say whatever the fuck they want, personally. Only because I'm like, you punch up, never down. You punch up, never down, and you got, again, right, like the fuck you's got to be nuanced. You got to know where you fall on the, like.
Nuance, fuck you.
It's got to be a nuanced fuck you. If you're punching down, then I'm like, oh, you're trash, bro. But if you're punching up, I'm like, hell yeah, you're right. Fuck those dudes, you know?
I love it. And because also, like, with all the fucking hate shit going on, like, I love the idea of taking that back against people. Like, there's been, like, some weird shit that I've been seeing a lot where people are like, okay, groomer, which apparently means there's like this like alt-right theory about like Pizzagate and these pedophiles. And basically when they're saying, okay, groomer, it's an insult to effectively mean like, okay, person grooming children for like sexual, like for sex work.
Wait, and who's using this? Who's saying groomer?
Oh, it's an alt-right insult to like liberal, whiny people that consider equal rights in the Constitution more important.
That's bananas because of all people, y'all are the ones pointing fingers at who's being creepy.
Yeah,
but okay. Also, we were actually in some like Pizzagate conspiracy theory video when we played Comet Ping Pong. That shit was
amazing.
Bananas. I know, it was so lit. We were like, oh, the racists love us, y'all. Share this shit.
I love it. I love it. Oh fuck. I think that's one of the things that like I miss the most is the ability to like take action on all these crazy fucking ideas. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And, like that is like, I mean, and I'm loving this combo because it's all this stuff. Like, I think like people that aren't in bands don't realize that like the behind the scenes green room shit of bands is just the stupidest fucking nerd shit most of the time of people just trying to out fucking whatever each other. And,
all
like,
the time. It's so boring. It's so fucking boring. I'm like, I'm fucking bored. Just do what you do. I'm gonna do what I do. I'm just gonna probably like geek out over here on my phone and then, you know, drink a couple beers and go jam. Like,
yeah, like I played punk rock bowling last year, right? You know what they were doing backstage at punk rock bowling in Vegas? Eating food, talking like investments, and like my buddy like Greg like Hetson from Circle Jerks and stuff who's gonna be on the show next month. I'm super.
This sounds right. This sounds right to me.
Like he was talking about, you know, like he's trying to get his bowling average up. We're in a bowling league together, and like, or we were, and so it's like none of it is about like all this like no, none of it. Like they're all just sitting around like, oh no, this band's about to go out. I think they're a lot of fun. Yeah, do you want any more charcuterie? I'm gonna take this on me. Cool. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Like, they got free water out there. It's that like Monster Energy drink, but it's the water shit. I don't know if you've seen that. Like,
oh my God, that just
you
sounds.
seen that? They have like
that sounds unpleasant and stressful.
like this.
See, I don't want to be like. I'm trying to be in. Yeah, I'm not trying to be in spaces like that. I want to be in spaces where I come out the bathroom, I'm going to the back of the stage or the green room, whatever, and I just like overhear people being like, fuck that fascist pig. And you know what the fuck I said to him? It's like, I'm trying to be a part of those conversations. So.
I love it. You gotta be like, why not be in the fucking thing? Like if you don't have an interest in being in the crowd at the show you're playing, why the fuck should anybody give a fuck about you being there?
Bars. Facts. You know what?
You know
somebody put that on a t-shirt. Black shirt, white text.
That's a long shirt. It's chorus some fucking song. I'm gonna write it down.
Full paragraph, okay? This is what we need, okay? The left needs to get full paragraph text now on t-shirts. Okay.
I used to wear this shirt back in the day, and it said, "Never underestimate the power of stupid people in large groups." But it was like super big, and I would wear it to like large group therapy, like in high school and shit like that. And everybody thought I was trying to undermine them, but I just really liked this shirt because I think I got it at like Hot Topic because like that was my source of like getting against the man.
I mean, it's true. Hot Topic was like, hell yeah, this is where I'm gonna go and get my like punk gear, you know?
Man, I miss like how exciting it was to go to Hot Topic when I was like 13. Like I bought bad rings and like weird shirts. I completely committed the crime of like I would buy the T-shirt of the band that I was supposed to like, but because there was no internet at the time to like get the music, I had no way of like actually getting my hands on like a Slayer record. But I saw
right.
the shirt, and I knew that my buddy's older brother had this shirt, and he was cool.
What I really want to start getting into is like, I want to start getting shirts of bands I know shit about. I want somebody to be like, oh, that's a band. And be like, okay, bet. Yeah, I'm going to get that shirt. I want to rock more shirts like that. I want people to be like, oh, do you like that band? I'm going to be like, this is a band?
Yes. This is the Manx. I don't know if you know them. They're fucking red.
Yeah? The Manx.
And it's funny. I actually own a shirt. And every time I rock it, people think it's a band shirt. But it's not a band shirt. It's a shirt that says, Death by Pizza. And it's got like a hand coming out of the grave holding a fucking like pepperoni slice. And I'm so pissed I don't have a band called Death by Pizza. Like, I'm so committed into this band.
You see, if you just tell your like your fans, tell like somebody, please, if you start this band, we'll pump your shit, we'll throw it on our site. Somebody would start that fucking band. You might not like the music, but now you've made a promise, so I'm excited for that to hopefully happen.
Yeah, if anybody makes a band called Death by Pizza, I already have some of your merchandise.
I want to buy some of your future merchandise.
Yes, absolutely. I want that pin on my denim tomorrow, please. You know?
Like, overnight it.
Yeah, overnight it. I understand it's going to cost more. I'll pay for the shipping. I sell merchandise. I know how much shipping costs. You want to?
Oh my God, it costs so fucking much.
Oh,
Costs so much. I'm so upset. I feel like bands, especially bands who have like, who are making less than a certain threshold, they should be able to ship shit for free. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Let us ship shit for free.
Hold on a second. I got like.
Yes, save the USPS.
Like,
oh,
this shit,
Batica.
Like.
What the fuck is this?
Right? And I got this shit.
Okay.
$3.70 to send somebody, and I would throw this off of a stage at a show. And I've had to get rid of 100 of these damn things at $3.70 a piece because this will fuck up a letter machine.
Oh my God. It's probably going to cost you to ship it like more than you're making from it, and probably more than it was to even make them.
I have to ship out 20 of these to Australia, right? To a fucking like street team thing. That's going to cost me like $1 a piece. Right?
It's not worth it. It's not worth it.
Enamel pins, this thing's like, I got this enamel pin. This thing's like fucking like $6 to ship.
See, what you gotta do is just Venmo your street team and be like, bro, just make some fucking buttons, bro. Just make some fucking buttons. Move them in your area.
I like that idea. Outsource the fulfillment. They can make the buttons.
Right. You just like that. Give them the cost to make it.
Write that one down.
Throw them some extra coin for the labor and the love, and then be like, just circulate that shit yourself, bro. It is not worth it for me to go ahead and send it to you. Not.
I love it.
It's bad for the environment is what it is.
What's that?
It's bad for the environment is what it is.
That's true. And you know what? I could be supporting local in fucking Perth.
You see? Exactly. Support local everywhere. Which basically means support international, which is basically a contradiction, which is basically the left. So, anyways.
Anyway, we're terrorists.
I mean, we're basically terrorists. We're out here talking about a rock is more powerful than God. I just want to let you know that's recorded on live. It
is. Absolutely 100% recorded. And my endorsement of that idea, 100%, I'm with you. Absolutely.
Recorded on live. Can't wait for that. Can't wait.
So,
oh, yeah. Yeah, some of y'all missed that part of the conversation. We had a whole debate about God.
Oh, shit, yeah. People
and the folklore that is a lot of religion. It's like, bro, this is fan fiction. This is basically fucking folklore. This is anime. This is sci-fi. Just love it. Just love it for what it is. Don't be dramatic, you know?
Right? Like, I mean, you like Lord of the Rings, right?
Right.
Like, I always go back to I always like to make the thing, I think I said it before, but like, it's Star Wars, Empire Strikes Back, and then the Book of Mormon is Return of the Jedi. And to be honest, like, I think I would prefer to see the Book of Mormon play than see, that, like, that's where it's at. Have you ever
Somebody earlier in the chat was like, actually, the Book of Mormon is really useful under a table. And I was like, damn! Damn! Yeah. Also, can we talk about, I bet there are more Bibles, more religious books in general, leveling out surfaces than there are actually being read and in use, especially in this country. I bet it. I would bet not that much, but I just bet it.
I have no way of knowing this, but I know it's true.
But I bet it's a fact, bro. I bet it's what's happening right now.
Like, what's the purpose? You go to the end where the pages don't have any maps on their shit. That's how you can roll your joints, and the rest just balances the table.
That's right. And just to further prove the point, I'm going to go ahead and get all the Bibles I've collected from really sweet old ladies that come to my door that don't take no for an answer, and I feel too bad, and so I take the Bible. I'm just gonna start leveling out surfaces in my house. Like, oh, is this a little crooked? Let me go ahead and fix that, just to even my odds, just to make it so that it falls in my favor. So I'm right.
I love it. Here's the next thing we need. Every fucking like Motel 6, whenever we can't stay in a homie spot and we gotta go somewhere, get that one that's left by the Gregorians, and then when you get to the venue, you can level out all the weird ass fucking tables because they're never straight. Like you sit down,
Never.
Never.
Do they do it on purpose? Do they go in there and grind down some of the fucking legs just to stress us out? You just collect the Bibles. You're like, oh, these are perfect from all the spots that we stop in hotels. Let's just collect all these. We're gonna level this shit out.
Yeah, the cover. Like you rip that thing off, it's like that much. Yeah.
Right.
It's thick. That's exactly what I need.
Also, can we talk about how high quality these new Bibles are? I'm like, God damn, there are not textbooks even as high quality as this. Who is your manufacturer?
I guess because I'm in like a liberal bastion of LA, I have not had the door-to-door Bible salesman with this super.
Oh, bro. First of all, they come to my door. I was raised you respect your elders, especially older Black women in the South. I just have so much love for it. They come to my door.
Sure.
Ma'am, have you heard the good word of Jesus Christ? And I'm like, thank you so much. But then I feel I can't turn it down. And they want to hand me a Bible, and I'm like, so then I take the fucking Bible, and I'm just like collecting Bibles, and I'm like, is it worse for me to like feel like I'm being rude and be like, ma'am, listen, I'm 100% a sinner. You're wasting good text on me. Is it more rude for me to do that versus hoarding Bibles that, I don't know, could be under tables or in people's garages?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Suggested that we could build homes with them. We could help Jimmy Carter and
build homes
with all the fucking Bibles being handed out by sweet old ladies in the South.
You know what? This is what the movement needs to be on. New tactics, new strategies, you guys. Tactics, new strategies.
Modern problems require modern solutions.
Okay.
We have homeless people. We have an abundance of Bibles.
Okay. And the Lord said, put my words to work. I'm pretty sure it's probably in there. I don't know, but I'm sure it's in there.
I think so. And if I know anything from HGTV, then we know that it's load-bearing wall. So if it's load-bearing, move it. We can make a plank out of all of the Bible. Like sandwich them like that, and then you can easily, open floor plan, make that kitchen nicer, put it in island.
Right. You see what I'm saying? That's putting the Lord's word to work. Better than a lot of these motherfuckers out here are, okay? So we're actually, you know what? You're fucking welcome. You're fucking welcome, Christianity. We're out here thinking about you guys.
Yeah, I think we're onto something because housing the homeless is absolutely a need that they have. And I feel like
Say more.
There's a way to make a tiny home. Like, what's the ratio of math for like tiny home to Bible?
These are the questions I want to know the answers to. That's a good fucking. You know what? Let's just start Googling this. What is the ratio of tiny home square footage to Bible?
Right now on my computer. Hold on a second. I'm gonna Google it. Right.
I really hope that some Reddit troll has already done this work in this research, and they're like, "Here you go. You can find all the things on Reddit." You see, Reddit, the content of Reddit could be a Bible. I would follow that content.
I like it. Okay, let's see. No, I'm only getting. No, let's see. Build a Bible. I think I googled the wrong phrase. I need. Okay. I'm gonna research. I owe everybody.
You got to Google how to build a house using Bibles.
Okay, hold on a second. How to build a house using. Wow, I could use Bible verse was the autocomplete.
Wow. You guys, why have people already looked for this? What is wrong with humanity?
Look at this. Hold on a second. I'm going to pull this up so you can see this autocomplete when I finish this. Look at that. Can you see that?
Why?
How to build a house using Bible verse.
Using Bible verse.
All right,
I want to know.
Hold on a second. What does it say? What does it say?
Tell us, Google.
So let's see. Google says, 100 Bible verses about building a house, a strong foundation. That's what it is. It can build a strong foundation.
A strong, actually, bro, you know what it should be called? It should launch. First of all, you got to make it like some type of like missionary nonprofit shit. So this way you avoid taxes.
Of course.
And you call it, what does it say? Call it Strong Foundation. Building houses out of Bibles. First of all, I'm into it. I'd donate to that.
I love it. I love it. Absolutely. I've got at least 3 or 4 Bibles that I can commit from the next tour. Totally into that. Like we're going from here. Well, look at you. You know, I gotta get on the Muslims level.
Don't do it. Don't get on our level. Don't do it.
Our own level. You know, we need a Bible to make it level, and then we'll figure it out.
We need a Bible to level us out so we know actually where we're at and how many Bibles we need.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And it's mainly just because, like, that one leg is a little wobbly.
Just the one. Just the one. You know, and there's some metaphors in there also about humanity.
Oh, it's metaphor later.
Like, somebody said I can donate so many Bibles sent by my homophobic aunt trying to save me. Yes! The Strong Foundation Foundation. How to build a Bible foundation. That's our drummer, by the way. That's our drummer.
Oh, yo.
Batika.
Got that and send it to me because I really need a reminder about the Strong Foundation.
He's the fucking best. I love him so much. He's the greatest.
What is it? Batika? What is that?
Batika.
Okay, got it.
Also, all the trees that died to become Bible pages. Bro, bars, okay? Bars. First of all, environmentally friendly. We're being eco as shit, so we got to use a lot of green on the website. Whoever's going to build this out, we're giving you all the tips, okay? Yeah. There's a lot of green.
Like Hunter Green? Absolutely.
Hunter Green, yes.
Yeah. Yellow Bean catalog. I know what shit moves. You got to do the Hunter.
Oh, this is so problematic. This is exactly why people don't fuck with us. It's so great. This is exactly why.
All I have to level things out are these like matchbooks, right? Like this one is, but I don't want to use this one to level shit without. This is a Mojave Lord's matchbook, right?
So that's a cute matchbook. Don't waste that for under a table.
No, this is to light fucking candles, right? Like this is so that I sit in here and my room doesn't smell like fucking whatever the fuck. I need to dust.
Weeder farts. Just name it. Just claim it and name it.
That's really what it is. You know, it's funny. Like we were talking about being so bored and shit, and just like getting that one clean. Like I went to Target. We went to Target and got a rug cleaner because I didn't want to rent the rug doctor. So we spent like $100 on a thing to vacuum with the shampooing.
Right.
And we returned it and I bought pillows for my bed.
Hell yes.
M&Ms.
First of all, dude, straight up, the best thing about buying shit is returning it later for other shit. That's how I feel.
Absolutely.
Basically, when I'm going to Walmart, I'm not buying things. I'm renting things. I'm renting a lot of things. So I'm going to return that shit later for more shit. Usually food. So.
Yeah, absolutely. I did it for a bag, one of the big like shareable bags, but who the fuck is sharing it? Of mint M&Ms and a Ben and Jerry's pint of half baked.
Yes. I'm with you on that. You know what? The mixing of chocolate and mint, I know this is unpopular, especially amongst Zoomers and millennials. It's just
Not your jam?
It's not my, why would you do that? Why would you ruin chocolate? That's what it feels like to me. But my partner loves the mint chocolate stuff. And I'm like, listen, this could be grounds for, and I won't say. This could be grounds for, and I won't say.
Good Lord. I gotta say, when, I don't know why I said it like that. That's weird. I never fucking say that. Who the fuck am I?
You never say what?
Never say good Lord. That's so weird.
I mean, we've had a pretty religious conversation. It feels appropriate.
Religious conversation. We've been talking about Mika. We've been talking about Ra, the sun god. We've been talking about all gods matter, so don't just bring Jesus into the home.
Right.
I mean, that was a great 10 minutes right there.
Right.
I mean, that's what. Absolutely. So like we only have a couple more minutes before Instagram is going to shut us down. So like we've just been shooting the shit about God knows what the fuck. But
right, right.
is there anything that you actually bring up or anything that you wanted to actually talk about? Because I don't want you to feel like we talked for an hour and you didn't get to say some shit.
Well,
That would be fucking...
I want to say you're real late for asking me what the fuck I want to say, bro. We have 30 seconds left before Instagram shuts down. Okay, 30 seconds, and you're like, so you're in a band. What you got to say about that?
Yeah, wow. Do y'all play music?
Do we play music? Actually, we're an a cappella poetry group. We mostly do poetry on Bible verses. And about the current climate of... Huh?
Is it slam poetry? Is it like...
This is more classical ballad opera style poetry. Okay. And every now and then it does slap. There are some slaps. There are also some stomps. We wanted to really give it like a very, very, very holy feel. The stomp. Yes. The stomp is very holy. So
I love it. I love it.
Yeah. So that's about it. We play music. We're the Muslims. We're very problematic. I don't know what else to say. Shout out to all the fucking bands that we love. Shout out Mafa. Shout out 1865. Shout out fucking Black Rabbit. I don't know if you guys heard of that motherfucker. I was jamming their stuff today. So good.
Yo,
bro,
I got a band I got to turn you on to. Go. So when we played this show at the Satellite, I don't know if you're hip to the Satellite or Spaceland in LA. But it's like the club, right? Like it's like a fucking dope spot. It's like
the spot.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like where you can go and fucking...
Shout out OBGMs. Like... Sorry, guys.
No, I see it. Fucking do it. No, so when we did that show, the band that opened for us is this band called Garbage. Garbage. They call themselves communist slut punk. You need to check it out.
I fucking love it. All right, so send me that. So for the last couple minutes, I'm about to run down a fucking list of bands that I want to shout out. If anybody knows any of these bands' handles, go ahead and tag them in the comments. You might have to keep up because I'm going to go really fast. But I'm about to shout out hella fucking dope black and brown punk bands.
Yeah, wait. After this, we're going to have it on video, and we're going to have to come back in and then, like, tag all these fucking handles because I fucking love it.
Okay, all right. So we'll tag the handles when we come back in. All right, you ready? First band, fucking Ma'afa. Shout out fucking Ma'afa from New York. 1865 band. Shout out. Gibbons, also New York. OBGMs. Youth Man, based in the UK. Fucking slam. I saw that band at Afropunk. The Black Tones. Shout out. Horror with 9s instead of R's. Meet Me at the Altar. Radkey. Black Rabbit. Shamir. Rough Francis. Choked Up. Fucking Rebelmatic. Winterwolf. TCIYF, which are out of fucking I think they're in Soweto, South Africa. Fucking lit as shit. Universe Ignore Her. Material Support. Pleasure Venom. Juice Lord. Samurai Shotgun. Killer Croc. Ask Me If I Care. Phthalo Blue. Shout out all those motherfucking bands, yo. We love all of them. Yellow Hello. Hello Yellow. Scar Lord. Shout out. So that's a bunch of bands. They're fucking lit. Check them out. Black and brown punk bands. They smash.
Nice. We're going to have to come back and get all that. I highly recommend to you, because I'm not going to nearly try to run off all of them. But if I had to name 3 bands I think you should really fucking check out. One of them is called Garbage, right? And I think their lead singer, Grace, is Trash King on Instagram.
All right,
fucking that they don't even know what the fuck they're doing. It's their first band. And I swear, let me put it this way. I'm not only going to give them a shout out. Why try to confuse it? Let me put it this way. The first time I saw them play was at a local music. Oh, there's also another band called Fucked Forever. You gotta check them out. It is like some evil fucking hardcore shit. It's amazing.
We like evil. Right? We like evil.
Shit, brown queer fucking punk rock shit. But but Garbage. I'll put it this way. We played a music festival together, and it was the first time in my life where I was in a pit, and I felt like a target. Cause look at me, like I'm like a mid-30s white guy, upper middle class, like me. I'm in the pit, having a good fucking time, making it about all the good shit, and I got beat the fuck down like I was some kid, and like Doc Mark, like unlaced Docs and fucking cargo shorts thrown into like a fucking like I don't know Fear Factory hit with my M&M.
Damn, they laid you. So it was a mosh pit of like a bunch of like black and brown folks, and they laid you out.
Oh, and they're all like 22, 19.
They were probably like, let's fucking get that cracker, bro.
Yeah, yeah. And it was beautiful. I went up to him after the show and I was like, yo, thank you. Like,
I mean, but you
I've
gotta
never,
say, was it the best beating of your life thus far in the mosh pit?
yeah, absolutely. 100%. To the point where I thanked them afterwards.